Happy Monday. Who wants to come on and play today? Let's see who jumps on. Megan. Hi, Henri. How are you? Ginger. Ashley. There's Mel. I'm going to let some people jump on. Thank you. Thank you so much, Henri. I miss you guys. Hi, Tambourine. How are you? Julia, how you doing? You feeling better? Oh, cool. That's always a good thing when you guys are talking about me. Is that why my ears have been ringing? Let's see who else we got going on. How accurate I am. Thank you very much. Henri is a very dear friend of mine I've known for years. His name is Henri Skiba, so everybody knows I have to call him out. Skiba's Gym in Carteret, New Jersey. Literally the best powerlifting and strength gym in the state. And not only have I brought clients to train there and work with some of his, but I've also did a lot of work with Henri personally in reference to his health and first health things that were wrong with him and just things in his life that he needed to adjust so that he could be happy. Stephanie, so that's a little bit about who he is. And then one day I am actually going to bring him on and do a live with him. We have to schedule that soon, Henri. Hi, Mario. How are you? Okay, let's see who else. Did you really? That's so awesome. And while people are jumping on, there's a couple of things that I have to talk about first. Mystic Mondays is a day that I do to work with people from around the world, because I'm blessed. There's so many people from not only our country but around the world that do jump on and participate. It has grown into an amazing family. We're a spiritual family and connected, and everybody is so supportive here. But as well, it's a time that I basically do rapid fire readings, give a little bit of insight and information for people. So it's a way that you can get some guidance. And the way it works is unfortunately, Henri, I may have to bring you on real quick, but it's not what I want to do for our live. So I think it'd be better if we actually scheduled a live versus just doing a shoot by the hit. But it's up to you. What you want to do, because I want it to be about our work together, but also about you and what you do with people, because you work with people in a completely different way. So what it is unfortunately there's so many people that come on here. I can't read everybody, and this is kind of like a gift that I give and the universe gives. So don't ever, yes, you absolutely can call me tomorrow, Henri, and then we'll actually schedule a live. And Henri, it's going to be such a fun thing, guys, because Henri is so fun. But we really had some crazy stuff that happened. So it'll be kind of a look into a little bit of everything that I do. But yeah, it would be great. But unfortunately, I know some of you guys get hurt feelings. I have some new people that also are coming on here. It's not that I don't want to read you, because I do. It's whatever spirit has for somebody that I see on here that needs to hear something. So I go according to what spirit and the powers that be tell me to do. I'm not playing favorites. I'm not picking people. So if you don't get read this time, or I don't get a chance to answer your question, maybe next week. Everybody does get their chance. Sometimes I'm able to stay on a little bit longer if I don't have a schedule right, a session right after. But I do take care, Henri. But I do absolutely care about you. You're precious to me, and I want to help you in any way that I can. So we all kind of got to be a little bit of patience. And the funniest thing is like Ashley is the perfect one, because Ashley's like, she's like my child, or, ooh me, pick me, ooh me, pick me, and I say, Ashley, it's not about you tonight. And I'm calling you out, Ashley, just because I know I can. And you understand that. So I know you all want to get a word. And just being in our energy and our presence is going to help you, is going to heal you, because it's going to open you up to so many other things. But you will get your chance. Now, if I don't answer a question and it is important to you, you can instant message me. If I don't get back to you right away, send the message again, because I do work with people literally 24/7 sometimes. So put that information in there and I will answer. Now, if it's not a yes or no, or it's a very complicated issue, I'm going to say, listen, I can absolutely help you, but you need to book a session for this. Because it's too involved, it's going to take too long. So if it's an easy yes or no, I got you. If it's a word, I got you. If it's a couple sessions, sentences, I got you. If it's, here's a picture of this guy or girl, should I be dating them? Absolutely. If it's something that's going to take a while, where it has to be entailed, I'm going to say we need to book a session to get this thing done. So this on Monday nights is meant to be a gift for that. In saying that, so I don't want anybody to get to hurt feelings, and then I know people come on and want to continue every week where I might have left off with them the week before. If you need more information, book a session with me. You know what I'm saying? Because Spirit is going to give me who needs me right at that time. You all matter, but some people are in more distress than others. So that is that. I am going to tell you, I am going to do a couple fun really teaching lives this week. Only because I went on a crystal adventure yesterday for one of my clients who was looking, I'm making a custom pendant, and I had to go find her crystal because I didn't have one. So, you get me shopping for crystals. So I got an astrophyllite, which is very rare, very rare. I got a rhodonite. I got some more aragonites. Got some gorgeous smoky quartz and garnets. So, and the astro is extremely rare. It's known as the blue garnet. And honestly, it's so rare. It comes from Russia. I was so excited when I found it. I got one for me because I didn't have one. Imagine that. So I am going to do some lives in reference to those crystals because they're so relevant right now. Absolutely. Ash, we will set that up for you and your sister for your joint past lives. So we're going to get going with this thing so I can try to get in as many people as possible. And then we'll go from there. Tifon. Why are you so stuck, kid? You're stuck right now, Tifon. See, now look, Spirit, Tifon came on. They said, yo, catch her. That means I have to address Tifon right now. You're doing so well. And you've come so far. And you have this energy that needs to be released. And I know the whole COVID thing and being in California doesn't help that at all. That it almost feels like you're running in circles. You don't need to be so stuck. You can move through what you're dealing with right now and move forward. And I guess that's the biggest message is just push through it. Figure out a way, because everything, Tifon, is not going to come easy for you, and you know that. You've fought such a hard battle. And overcome some amazing things, and doorways are opening for you because I get movement for you, but it's almost like right where you are right now. Hi Brizzo, I see you, that you're stuck. So what we need to do is we need to unstick you. Okay. And that's, I have to go see. Awesome. What did you find when you went digging, Jen? You guys don't realize you can go to these amazing places all over the country and dig. In fact, in Arkansas, they have some gorgeous, they have crystal caves. And it's like these crystals, actually you see the geodes and they stick out of the walls, and they're all these different colors and all of this energy, and you can actually go mine your own crystals. In Herkimer, New York. Hey Mama, for some of my people in New York, Mama, I have something for you too. By the way, what's going on with your mother? So I'm going to hold, and I'm going to get back to you, Tifon. What's going on with Mommy? I feel her spirit right now in a very, she's in a rough spot right now. What's going on with her? And there's a there's a delay. So a lot of the people who watch these lives later, you actually don't see. When we're on lives, you can see the comments of people. And when I ask questions, yeah, because she's like in a really weird, like when you came on, I just like felt your mom's energy. And she's in such a weird spot right now. And everybody needs to pray for Mama's mom, because she's fighting, has been fighting stage 4 cancer for a very long time. She is a powerful woman. An absolutely blessing to the universe. I did see that, Tifon. I'm not losing. Yeah, her energy just it feels like she's frustrated. That's the best way I can say it. She's frustrated. Right now, I'm feeling her energy. She just has she's frustrated. So that's what I'm feeling. She's frustrated. She wants to still be so much a part of the world and doing what she's doing, but she's fighting in the battle, and every day it's a battle for her, and she's looking for movement one way or another, you know. So it's not even that she's tired, because she's strong. She's a strong lady, but she's frustrated with it right now. So just, you know, yeah, it's exactly what it is, and I can feel it. So it's just like, you have to sit, and this is so hard. See, this is hard because, guys, your mama's not going to go until she knows that she can, if I can explain that to you. And she's so frustrated because she needs some sort of movement. I think, I wonder, can you take her back up to the Redwoods again? Can she go back up to the Redwoods with you? Are you able to? She needs to be able to take a breath. I mean, she does. And she's so frustrated. And she's not one that likes to be trapped. So I just feel that with her. So, you know, we need to do something in reference. I'll work on her a little bit just to create movement within her body so she feels better, but also spiritually. And it's super, oh, that's right, because of the damn fires. That doesn't help either. All right, so we're gonna have to figure out something for your mom, just to help out. Just because she needs that's her thing, and it helps her take a breath. And please send her my best wishes, and tell her that I love her, and that I hold her in the highest regards, because she is a powerful, your mother is powerful, but she's precious. She's a precious energy. So I know she already gave me permission to work on her, so I can. And guys, to do energy work on anybody, you really do need their permission. You can work on anybody you want to when you're gifted and do like the type of work that I do, but it's really not necessarily, because to peek in on somebody and to scan their body and to do healings, or just to try to help them mentally, you just can't go in uninvited. It's wrong. Okay? And I want to stress that to you. It is absolutely wrong. You have got to, if at all possible, have the permission of the person you're working on, or at least have the permission of somebody who is close to them if they can't. Otherwise, you're kind of going against the universal law, and you don't want to do that. But I already have permission, so I will do some work on her, spiritually and physically. And I'll do a little bit of work on her leg. Text me what's going on with her inner thigh, so I can focus on that area a little bit too. And yes, you can do distance healing. Now, back to Tifon. You are doing well. You're doing, what did I say to you at the beginning? See, this is when you guys don't listen. This is when you don't listen. You are moving forward. And like I said, you are doing so well. And COVID hasn't helped getting things out there. I get that you're a whole lot more vocal, but I also get that you feel like you're hitting a wall and getting frustrated because it's not moving quick enough for you. Absolutely a brilliant idea to get out of LA for you, but you want to go. It's so funny because I feel you going a little further. I don't feel you necessarily ready to leave California yet, but I know you need a change of scenery and a change of pace. So moving more south. You don't want to go towards the desert. So going a little bit further south. But I almost get like you're going to be getting 2 moves in a good way. So really just, if you feel like you're hitting a wall or you're stuck, push through. And then things will start happening a little bit quicker for you. So don't wait necessarily until next year. I know you just got into your lease as well. Start laying the groundwork so you feel like you're doing something productive. So you know the areas, visit the areas that you may want to go so that you know the areas and you have all the groundwork done. So all you got to do is find the place. That's it, to make it easy. You're not one that likes to do things last minute, Tifon. But you are doing well, and you're ready, honey. You're ready. You're ready to truly put yourself out there and allow yourself to come together with somebody and meet them, and really move forward. Doesn't mean that you're going to move forward like right this second, because we don't want that. I don't want you to move quickly. I want you to take your time. But you're ready to where you can actually get involved with somebody and not go, uh-oh, I wasn't quite ready for that. And all of a sudden this person started liking you like last time and you're like, not really quite ready. You're there. You're ready to start moving forward that way. So don't be afraid to, okay? I hope that helped you. Let me see. Okay. But I'm telling you guys, listen to me. It doesn't, if you're creative and you can think outside the box and you don't let things control you, I am telling you, you can move forward. You can make amazing things happen within your life. You just have to take the opportunities that are laid out before you and go around, okay? Especially with the climate that our country's in right now. I mean, it's just absolutely insane what's going on. It's almost to the point like we're dealing with a bunch of babies and infants in the government on both sides, and they're really not helping us any. They like to say they are, but they aren't doing what they need to, and this, I'm telling you, is going on. It's not just going to end. This is going to go on. We're going to be stuck in this circle for the next 4 to 6 months. It's not a joke. And it's going to echo. So what I need you guys to do is be creative, think outside the box, and start developing things and go around it and not get sucked into the bullshit. Because anybody with a brain knows where there's bullshit and where there's not. Okay? In fact, the funniest thing is this. I watched random, but it's because it made me laugh so much. It did. And I did that thing again, so I have to do this again. Because I don't know how to do anything else. What was I watching? I watched the first episode of Saturday Night Live the other day. Friggin' hysterical. It was so funny. Okay. They had, you have Alec Baldwin playing Trump, and they have Jim Carrey. He came on playing Biden. And then Kamala Harris, she the one who played Kamala Harris, she stole the show. It was great. And it really kind of said, yo, you all are screwing up here. What's going on? It really put in the climate. But when Chris Rock did his skit beforehand, and he was talking about the state of our government and made his comments about Trump and made his comments about you have to go on YouTube, watch the whole thing. It was great. Made his comments about Biden, and basically was pointing out both sides. He basically said that, we don't want a king or queen to run our government, but you have a whole bunch of duchesses and dukes that are running the government, and people that are, basically he said you have rich people making decisions for poor people. That they're all sitting there and not necessarily listening to what we need. And it was so interesting because he said we need to take a look at our government as a whole, which is true. But I don't want you to get caught in that, because this is going to be, hello BBC, this is going to be going on for a while, and it's not going to get any better. And you can do what it is that you need to do, but you need to really focus on your lives and your family and your futures, despite all the bullshit, and push through and follow through with what you need. Because guess what? If you guys are all doing what you need to be doing, Your lives are going to get better. Your family's lives are going to get better. You're going to create an echo. Okay, and then from there, I'm handling the dating app thing for you, Tifon, just so you know. And I'm going to touch base on that too. I need somebody who knows how to create apps or a website, because I need to create something and I'm stupid. I don't know how to do it when it comes to that. And then, my brain didn't lose it, but I'm getting energy from you guys, so I have to back off. I want you guys to focus on that, because if you get your shit together, despite all the bullshit, you're creating an echo. So people are going to see your life and go, wow, their energy is great. They're not so scared and worried anymore. They're not angry anymore. And then from there, they're going to say, why? And then you have a way to, speak your truth and what you did despite everything. And then they may change their lives, and that creates an echo. So we all can affect other people's lives in a great way. And don't be afraid to do that. Okay, let me go back. I need somebody who knows how to do apps, to create apps, because I need to create a website and something that coincides with phones, iPhones and Androids, because I'm an Android chick. I can't stand iPhones. I am forever Android. And so that I can do something, because I want to do something, and I've been planning on doing something. I just don't want to not do it the right way, and I'm not really smart I'm not tech savvy. And there's a way to do it, to have it be able to work and be efficient. So I need somebody who knows how to do these things, so everybody knows. Okay, so who am I going to play with? Tifon, I know it's frustrating for you, but you have such a sweet personality. And you're going to be fine. You're going to do great, really. So you're to the point now, the biggest message for you guys, High Psychic Viking, is you need to create energy. You need to exchange energy. So put that positive energy out there and be doing so. This is your universal message for today, to create abundance. The only way you're going to do that is by is putting the right energy out there, and you will draw in and then create the abundance in your life that's meant for you. And the biggest thing is I'm going to say this too. I'm talking so much because I have so much to say. I did a session with somebody I adore that I've been working with for a year. And she already knew when she booked the session. I legitimately work with her a couple times a month now. And it's so funny because there's things that when we went through and we started working, and she has really risen above so high, but she's so stuck because she's risen to where she's walking that spiritual path and learning and remembering and getting it, but also trying to live the life of, let's say, a human in the human body. Now, the thing is you can be spiritual and live your life in the human world, but you do not have to succumb to the rules or what they turn around and say you should do. You can't be trapped. So the thing is I'll do sessions and the universe keeps bitch slapping her. I said, if you had just done this 6 months ago, like I told you to, we wouldn't be here right now. And I do call you guys out on it when you don't do what you're supposed to. She goes, I know. And before the session, she goes, I have a feeling that this is going to be a bitch slap. And the biggest thing is this. Stop trying to fill the mold that somebody else in your life tried to create for you. Stop trying to do for a living what somebody else wants you to do or says it's the smart thing to do. You need to do what you feel is right for you. You need to stand in your truth, because if you choose, it doesn't matter what it is. If you're passionate about it and you believe in it, you're going to be successful. You're going to have abundance. You're going to make money. You're going to be happy professionally and in your life, because you should be able to be who you are and be supported from that, and still be able to be in a relationship with somebody. So the thing is I want you guys to do what you feel you need to do. Don't keep trying to live your life according to what somebody else wants, because guess what? You will keep, quote unquote, what they might consider failing, because it's not who you are. It's not what you were meant to do. If you know what you're meant to do, you get those feelings, you follow it. Otherwise, you're going to keep hitting. You're going to keep falling flat on your face. Change it. You know, but don't worry. We do sessions. You don't do it, and I'm going to bitch slap you. I am. I'm going to turn around and universe bitch slap you. You didn't do a damn thing I told you to do. We need to fix this now. Because I'm going to tell you this. If you know you're supposed to make a change, and the universe tells you, and you come see me, and I confirm it and tell you what they're telling you to do, what you already know you need to be doing, and you choose not to do it, what the universe does is the universe bitch slaps you. Then you get the opportunity again. Then, if you don't do it, they bitch slap you a little bit harder. And they bitch slap you a little bit harder. Galveston, Tifon. Galveston, Austin or Austin would be great for you. Or Galveston. But I think Austin might be a little bit better just because you're going to be more in the mix of things. It's going to be a little bit more affordable than Galveston, but you're picking a very good place. That would be great for you. You need to be closer to the water. I don't want you in the middle of nowhere. Not that there's nowhere, Ashley, anybody who lives there. It's just different in where people radiate. Some people are good like in farmland and ranches and all that other stuff. Other people are great closer to water. Tifon needs to be closer to water. Okay, so. Okay, I'm going to do this. Okay, so I'm going to, you guys come on here and I'm going to, you ask for it, I'm going to give it to you. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. It is so funny, Denise, that you just come on. Denise is actually who I went crystal shopping for. So everybody knows. So everybody can say, you know, thank you to Denise for the extra crystals that I got, which is a good thing. So thank you, Denise. Okay, I'm going to go back because somebody asked something very specific to me, and I'm going to give you an honest answer. And I don't know if you're going to be able to hear me. I hope you can hear me. But it is relevant, and it's about you, and I have to go back and find the person so I can call the person out. But you come on here, and you ask a question. Guess what? I'm going to answer the question. Beautiful Wisdom Queen. Okay, you asked a couple times, are you on the right path? You're fighting a couple of different things right now. You just had a great loss in your life. You thought your future was going to be completely different. You thought you were going to be getting married and having a future that was with somebody. Okay. I'm going to let you, Ashley, after I'm done with this, but don't blow my concentration. And somebody who made you, see, now the thing is, okay, and unfortunately you lost that person and they're no longer with us. And I have quite a few members of his family on here, and he's doing fine. He's doing okay. What we need to work on is you guys making sure you all are doing okay. And there has been a lot of movement. I've been blessed to work with a couple of you, which I'm very excited about. And he's happy about, let's just put it that way. But the thing is according to some things that you've gone through, okay, he validated you. He gave you strength. He made you feel loved. He made you feel special. He made you feel safe and secure. Okay, these are all the things that he made you feel. And you depended and leaned on him for these things because you were looking for those feelings for so long. Okay. And all of a sudden, when you combined with this person, he filled you, which is a beautiful thing. But the thing is where you kind of got lost, okay, and this is a big lesson that that you unfortunately are learning, and a lot of things that happen to us, they're different lessons that we're learning. You learn this lesson, and unfortunately, now you have to stand on your own 2 feet. Okay, so I need you to hear me. The thing is he always told you all of those things that you needed to hear and you wanted to hear and that were true. He told you the truth about you. Okay? Now, the problem is you didn't really believe him. Because now that He's left this earth right now, but he hasn't left us because he's still very much with us, okay, and with you guys specifically. You don't have that crutch there anymore. So you right now, the most important thing for you to be on the right path, you absolutely could be. But you have to face your fears and basically take an accounting and look at your life. And then you have to turn in all those things that he said to you, all those things that he made you feel, all those things he led you to believe that you can do. You have to remember those things and remember him saying those to you and those feelings that he gave you. And then you actually have to believe them. And you have to say that to yourself. Thank you very much, DC. So that you can turn around. It's so funny, Tifon, because Gay Crime Wave is coming out. Nico's coming out, back out this way. Because they don't belong where they're at. And you're making a change in movement in your life. That's why I get you having more of like 2 moves, Tifon. So the thing is you have to start telling yourself. Because the only way you're going to be able to not be the victim anymore, the only way you're not going to be struggling anymore, and that you're going to be able to create abundance is by being able to stand on your own 2 feet with nobody, because you don't need anybody. And you need to change your energy, and then you have to start creating the blue plan for what it is you want to do. And you have the chance, but the problem is you haven't quite figured out what that is. Okay, so the first thing you have to do that's going to help you get there is you have to allow yourself to feel loved. And you have to allow Mikey to comfort you from the other side, and the people in your life here to comfort you. It's very important. And then from there, you have to accept those feelings of love and know that you're worth them and that you deserve them. Okay, that's your first time. Okay. Then you have to actually start paying attention and listening to the messages you're getting intuitively. The thing is although it's great, like I'm a great person to come to. It's because I tell you what's going on. I see these things going on. But the problem with you is this, and it's good to get guidance, but you have to learn to follow your truth and feel what's right for you within your inside. Because the problem is you're in a situation where you turn around and you keep looking to others to answer questions for you when you are perfectly capable of answering those questions enough. You have it all inside. You know what you need to do. You just have to actually believe that you can do it. Once you do and you start realizing what your gifts are. So this is a lot of self-work. I mean, this is going to take you a little bit of time. But you have a little bit of time to get this done because you're still going through the grieving process. Once you allow yourself to do these things and you unveil your own personal gifts and you get in touch more with your purpose, then your life is going to transform and you'll be on the right path. You're not on the right path yet because you're not coming up with the answers for yourself and feeling yourself. It's okay to have people give their opinion, but they're not you. You already have a plan within you. You need to activate and believe you can do it. And you need to take the time and reflect. You know, sometimes the feelings can be sad, they can upset you, they can make you cry and all of those things. But you have to actually take the time and face those things and see the messages that you've learned so that you don't make them again. So that you do have an opportunity to move forward. Give yourself the time to heal. Give yourself the time to become stronger emotionally and spiritually. You have to engage your faith process. Know that you're not alone and you can do what you want. And I think it's going to get a little bit better for you. But you have to be ready to listen and willing to. Okay? So I hope that helped you. But they specifically had that for you today. So Houston is great. I'm going to tell you, Houston is awesome. I know a lot of people from Houston. Galveston, great. I even know people from Corpus Christi. But Corpus Christi is a different kind of vibe. It's a different kind of feel. I'll tell you, I went to Dallas one time. Actually, 2 or 3 times for a cheerleading competition. And I really, because I grew up on like Dallas, the show, my grandmother used to watch it, and I just thought that people from Dallas were larger than life. These just big, bold, beautiful, upfront, in-your-face people that just had that smile, you know, and that vibe. And I will tell you that I was so disappointed. My heart was broken when I went to Dallas because I didn't see any of those people. In fact, when I went to Dallas, the city itself, it felt lifeless. Lifeless. It felt like it was just, it was like there was no life there. And, what do you call it? And I'll never forget. I was the last day I was staying there, and then the manager of the hotel came out and asked how I did. I said, you know what? I haven't met one person that's actually a Texan yet. Everybody else was from somewhere else, and I'm kind of heartbroken. And then he was from outside the Dallas area, so I sat and had a conversation with him for about an hour and a half, and it was because I was wearing a Yankees shirt, because I'm from the East Coast, and I was wearing a Yankee shirt. And he was making fun of my Yankees shirt. So I got to do a little bit of banter, and I was so happy. Okay, let me go back. So, somebody prove me wrong about Dallas, please. Thank you. I'm working to turn cameras physically by eating it next to... You need to work on yourself spiritually too, sweetie. You need to start connecting with the other side and engaging your faith process. But I'm very, very proud of you. Okay, let me see who we got. Crazy energy dips is because of what's going on right now. Psychic Viking. It's just you have to balance yourself because of everything that's going on. Okay. Hold on. Somebody had asked a question. I gotta go back. The river in Austin's really good that goes through the town, as far as I know. JLC, you could be starting to remember a past life experience or something you... Actually, I'm getting it's about something that you used to dream about, which is connected to a past life. Sometimes they direct you where you need to go back to. Where did you go? I have to find it. Somebody passed the test. Goldner, I think you said you passed the test. I think you said that. Hi, Lorraine. Oh, where is it? Where are we? Okay. Miami's not the place for you, beautiful wisdom. Do not go there. No, no. Oh, you did. You passed the test. I knew you would. And it's going to be fine. It's the right move for you, Goldner, and you know that. You already knew that. And are you still pursuing that other thing you wanted to do before getting married? Out of curiosity? Because you have to at least give it a shot. It's not a crazy idea. You're not supposed to... Doing my life. You're not supposed to live there forever. There's a move coming for you. Good. You're supposed to be leaving. Okay. Do we get to choose our parents from the other side? You know, I would have to say sometimes we do get to choose who our parents are going to be. Sometimes it's kind of part of the lottery of your lifetimes. It just depends where you're at in your specific life. You're not supposed to stay in Miami, beautiful wisdom. It's not the right place for you. It's not the right place for you at all. But you need to be there right now. So it just depends. It depends who you are in your lifetimes, what agreement you made at your creation, and how far along you are in them. If that makes any sense to you. Okay. I am on my deck, and I actually, believe it or not, because it gets dark so early now. I did bring candles outside with me. I did bring a candle because it gets dark. And then I have my lamp because it's outside. It's gorgeous out. It's actually cool here. I live in Southern California. And I wanted to be outside with the fresh air. And our air quality is pretty good here, thank goodness. So, yeah. Dark skin. We already spoke about that. That's a little bit more complicated. That really is, because you need to work through some things with him and get everything out into the open, and really turn around and speak what your truth is and how you feel. Because the problem is he screwed up. He knows he screwed up, and you're gonna have to close. You're gonna have to get some things out in the open, and you're gonna have to decide some things and really get it all out there to see what the best decision for you to be is. You can't do the decision through anger. You have to do it through a place of where you're spiritually calm, and you've gone through all the emotions, and then once you're done being upset and angry, where you turn around and you just speak truth, and this is the truth, and this is how I feel, and then point out where you feel they're not going to be able to rise to the occasion. So then you know once it's done, that it's done, because whether you realize it or not, you're always going to be connected to him, because it's a different type of relationship you have with him. Ciao, Mario. It'll be there soon. Beautiful wisdom. Your crystal will be there soon. And it's a little bit more complicated. That's really what you're talking about. It's really more of a session to really go through everything. Thank you very much. Actually, believe it or not, it's karmic. And I'm going to give you this past lifetime. It's because in another lifetime he was your child. Hence why he holds on the way he does and why he behaves the way he does. And he's not going to like that, but you're kind of feeling that same feeling. But if Eileen was on here, she would tell you that if she doesn't do what she needed to do, that in the next life, Jake is going to end up being her baby. And I love the both of them. I adore them. It's just what's going on that they need to take care of. So, and I did find a precious girl named Danielle, who's amazing to do my hair. So she actually added, we did my natural color, we did the dark black, but she actually added a little bit of red to it. So I wasn't sure if I really quite liked it or not, because I usually like to be darker, my normal way. So I gave it a shot. So we'll see. Okay, but she's amazing. So anybody that is in this area of Southern California, she's worth an hour to an hour and a half drive. So happy to see you live. Finally, wondering if I should go through with my shoulder surgery. Yes, you need to go through with your shoulder surgery, but you need to do some work before it. Okay, to try to strengthen the area, and then you have to listen to exactly what the doctor says for rehab, and trust in your body and how it feels. Because otherwise it's going to be something that's chronic, and it's not something you need to deal with right now. If you've done everything else, but I get that, yes, do the surgery, but you need to make sure that you strengthen the areas you need so you can come back quick. Okay. Finally. She's precious too. She's amazing. She's amazing. And I'm going to have her come live one day, but when she gets something done, because I like to bring you guys live when I can actually promote something that you've done and improved on within your life. And I sat in the chair, so you know me, what I do, and I automatically started reading her and connecting with her life and started talking to her, and she's like, oh my God. And then I automatically connected to her past life, and I was explaining it to her, and she goes, oh my God, you don't understand. This is what happened to me. And she explained the story of when she went to London, because she actually does hair in London and here, and explained her journey of where she felt like home. She went back to that place, and I had tapped right into it. So it was really cool. It was really cool. Okay. You're trying to do something nice. Brian, I'm not ignoring you, just so you know. I know you're feeling a little left out here. Okay. All right. Now, that's not a fair thing to say. Do you see men are infants? You know, I've known a lot of men who were not infants and women were. I think everybody has a different thing of how they evolve. And things like that, just so you know. Just so you know, it goes both ways. Everybody has issues. The key is following your instinct, not settling. And when you do find somebody you're connected to, realizing that everybody has a past, and you have to be able to unpack their baggage for them to unpack yours. But it's about being completely honest and transparent. No lying, no bullshit. And not settling. Yes, I did send you your crystal. You can never have too many, though. If Joe was on here, she would tell you can never have too many. And Julia, I will help you with crystals. And I was actually very blessed that I got to work with you, because I know how to help. No lying. No. Be honest. Completely honest. Okay. Let's see where else we're at. Let's see what else. Ooh. And dark skin, the direct message I just got for you, stand your ground. You must stand your ground. You are going to choose whether somebody can manipulate you or not. And you've already dealt with enough things and gone through enough lies. Okay? Follow your truth and your inner instinct. You already know the answers. But not what your head's thinking. Not what your heart is thinking. What's deep inside you. What? My live. My Monday Night Live. I started later. I'm almost done. Okay, guys. Sorry. I actually have another appointment that I have to do in a little bit, and I was running a little bit behind today, and I was being reminded. But okay, so you, dark skin, are going to choose. You need to stand your ground, and you need to stand in truth, and you need to not get angry. You need to not be that way. It's just a matter of fact. Truth is truth, good, bad, or indifferent. Stand your ground. Yes. And he's got to learn how to tell his truth. If he can learn how to do that. So you're in a position where right now you need to learn how to grow within your current situation. You know, you can't go in guns a-blazing. You got to kind of go in calm, and you have to be up here, because you can't blame him for suffering the human condition. Actually, Ashley, the cycling's working out really well for you, but you need to do more abs, and you need to focus on your lower abs and your lower back specifically, so you know. Oh, she is strong enough. And it's really cool because everybody here is holding space and energy for you, which is a great thing. Which is a great thing. Just so everybody knows, the Peloton bike is life. I want a Peloton bike so bad. It is amazing. And from fighting and doing Muay Thai, I have a complete torn labrum in my hip. It's completely torn. They can't fix it. It's shredded. So at some point I'm going to have surgery, and I'm not getting it until it's time. And when I cycle, that actually builds up the muscle around it and makes it stronger. All right. All right. Oh, it's not a big deal. It happens. I've been an athlete my whole life and competed, so that's nothing. That's just comes wear and tear. It's just wear and tear on the body, and I'm a little bit crazy. But it was actually protecting somebody who walked across the floor when I was doing a jump roundhouse and showing somebody else how to do it, and they decided to not pay attention at my gym and walked across the floor, and so I didn't hit them. I dropped straight down on my ankle. So I came this way. I blew out all the ligaments and tendons in my ankle and didn't get surgery, of course. And then it completely, it was like the final straw with my hip. But through powerlifting and weight training and bodybuilding and all that other fun stuff, it just happens. Okay. That's your biggest problem, Mel. is that you know exactly what you're supposed to do. You know you can do it. It's just actually organizing yourself enough and following through. You have to do the follow through. It is so important because nobody's going to do it for you and everybody else is going to fall in line. Remember, it doesn't matter what anybody else is saying. You're not doing anything wrong. And DC, I need you to start focusing some of the life upon yourself. You are so supportive to everybody. I need you to start putting some of that light, because you are the light. You need to start shining a little bit of that light on you, because you deserve it, and allow people to give you a little bit of that love that you give to them. It's so important. You deserve it, and you need a break, honey. Good, I'm glad you're getting the mirror. Mel, you're another person that I don't keep my mouth shut. I just kind of call you out on shit. You, Ashley, Courtney, Darylyn, Miriam, Psychic Viking, I get him too. But Psychic Viking is done well. Your biggest thing is Psychic Viking, the message I get for you, because of everything that's going on, especially in your area, you're feeling the shifts in energy within the universe. And you have to learn to try to protect yourself and just keep yourself balanced, because it's going to drive you crazy. It is going to drive you crazy, especially when you connect on a higher level. So your biggest thing is, they said, just hang in there, stay devoted and committed to what you're doing, because you're on the right path. Hi, Steve. Yeah, she needs somebody to do a little bit of loving on her. She does. You're trying, but you feel like I'm fighting a losing battle. But this is life. This is what life is all about, especially when you end up becoming more spiritually active and you start knowing more and waking up to the other side and what everything is really about and what your purpose is in life. And you guys start figuring it out, it gets very difficult. And that's not a lie. So it's very hard, because it gets frustrating, because you feel things so greatly. And let me tell you something, the biggest thing I ever told my kids, and I always have very positive energy towards things, and I believe that anything happen, I do believe in fairy tales, no shit. Some fairy tales really do have the old ending where they end up being nightmares, but you always flip it in the end. I told them, listen, in this life, if you get 60 seconds of absolute bliss every 6 months, you're doing awesome. Cherish it. And it's really going to the extreme, but because of the lives that we've been subjected to and the things that we've had to do, okay, you have to keep your faith. You have to keep fighting and knowing that everything's going away, and you have to actively do it. So it's helped them, because they knew, okay, shit's going to happen. We're going to stay positive. We're going to get through this. And once that good starts happening, we're going to enjoy it. We're going to just take all of it in. Because things may get a little rocky again. We may be met with some challenges, and we're going to have to skate through that. So you have to, you can't expect it to be up here all the time. There's work that's involved. So you just have to believe in yourself and your path and what you're meant to do. Which is good. Yeah, 60 seconds of bliss. Imagine, every 6 months, uninterrupted, absolute 60 seconds of the purest bliss, uninterrupted, where it's all yours and you can just feel it radiating through your entire being. And usually it lasts longer than 60 seconds, but that 60 seconds should carry you a while, because you know what? In the next 3 to 6 months, you're going to get another 60 seconds. Yes, you are. And we already started talking about that with your switch it with work and everything. We've already started looking into that, lady, DC. Well, you do, but you do have that, Psychic Viking. Shame on you. You have this community. You have your family here. You have me. So when you need a word or you're struggling, you come in here on Monday nights and you share. And a lot of times I'll be working with somebody and you guys are having completely different conversations all to yourself. You know what I'm saying? You can text me at any time. You know you can text me at any time. Joe texted me and asked me for a word yesterday. She said word, and I tapped into her and I said freedom, and that was her word. And it was because she was in her life where she needed to be free. She needed to have the freedom to be who she was and to be able to live her life the way she wanted to versus being at other people's beck and call and what they thought. So for her, she got that immediately when I said freedom. And there's a difference between running and being free. She wasn't to run. She was to embrace freedom and bring it into her life. So you do have a whole bunch of us that are here for you whenever you need us. And that is a straight truth. You just need to activate it more. And it's not even coming on here. And that's for you. Or when you get stuck, you send me a text. If I don't get back to you right away because I'm working with people, you send me a backup text. Because sometimes I don't even get the text. They don't come through. So it's just, I'm struggling. I need somebody to refill my cup. Because you have to understand, DC. You have to understand Psychic Viking. And all of you that put so much into other people and get very little in return. You need to have an equal exchange in energy. So you need somebody to fill your cup. And I know it gets exhausting, and I know it gets tired, and it gets frustrating because a lot of people aren't going to get how you are. But you have a family here that will be there for you. And you have me on the other end of a telephone that you could just text me saying I'm needing a word or I'm just struggling. You know, and I'll give you what it is you need at that moment that's going to make you feel better. Steve does the same thing on here. Does the same exact thing. Gives. And is patient. Is so patient. I can't even tell you. The patience of Job. Ask yourself funny. Thank you. I'm the best choice. I love you guys too. Good. So you took my advice, Jacqueline. Equal exchange and setting healthy boundaries. That does bring freedom. It really does. Sometimes it's harder to do, but once you do it, there's a release. Hi, Jesse. I have to see who this is for. Good. Yes, it's been literally life-changing. I'm glad. Who do you think is going to go dark, Julia? She's not going dark. She absolutely is not going dark. There's no way. She's a direct reflection of me, and I ain't letting go. I'm not going to let that happen. It's not in her. It's not her nature. She can get brought down a little bit with all the stress and everything that's going on, but she knows. She knows the truth. We've already discussed this. She will never go dark because I'm going to battle it because I have permission to battle it for her. Okay. Jesse. It's Jesse. So I guess there's some things going on, and right now things are uncertain and changing a bit. You need to put a little bit more faith within yourself and trust your ability. It's enough. You're more than good at it, and it's time for you to start amplifying them. And I'm not just getting them in a professional life, but your whole life in general. You know, that I guess there's just some things that are going on, and I'm not going to throw stuff out there because it's not my place to. And you really need to start trusting that you are enough. And that what's going on in the uncertainty is not going to affect you long term. Hey, Alyssa. How are you? I haven't seen you in a minute. I get you're feeling a little bit better. It's been a little bit rough for a little bit there. Because I get you're feeling better, that you're doing better. Oh, psychic is good. Just seeing what you guys have to say. 28 seconds. I get that you've been struggling. But you're coming out of your shell a little bit. Alyssa. And that's why you're starting to resurface. So that's your start. And we're going to get disconnected here in like 15 seconds, guys. You know, but you know, if you need me, just message me. Because I do have to do another session tonight. But I'll talk to you soon, okay? And we're getting cut off quick.